Daniel roared, slamming his doppelganger into a mirror. The impact rippled through the hall, splitting more reflections into chaos. For a moment, Alex saw a terrifying glimpse of what could come, two chosen locked in endless combat, until one of them disappeared forever. The pendant on his chest blazed like a star. The voice returned, colder this time, echoing across the hall. One reflection must fall. Choose, or the mirror will choose for you. Alex staggered, torn between the pull of his reflection and the fury of Daniel's assault. If he let go, Daniel would claim everything. If he held on, he risked losing himself in the process. And with every second, the mirror's demand grew louder, hungrier. The hall of mirrors shook violently, glass splintering like ice across a frozen lake. Each reflection screamed silently, their mouths open in distorted echoes. The air pulsed with the mirror's demand. One reflection must fall. Alex clutched his pendant, the silver crescent searing hot against his chest. His reflection, her reflection, stood beside him, shimmering with warmth. Her hazel eyes locked onto his, pleading but steady. "Don't fight me," she whispered. "You've fought me your whole life. Just, let me in." Her words settled deep into him like a key turning in a lock. But Daniel's voice cut through, harsh and jagged. "She's lying. Don't you see? It wants to erase you. That thing in the mirror isn't you, it's a parasite." His own reflection, dark, twisted, monstrous, roared as Daniel drove it against another wall. Shards exploded outward, raining down in streaks of silver fire. Daniel's grin was feral. "I'll burn this whole place down before I let it pick you over me." The pendant thrummed harder, a rhythm so powerful it rattled his bones. Alex fell to his knees, gasping. Images flashed in his mind. Himself at 6 years old, sneaking into his mom's closet, twirling clumsily in a too-big sundress. Himself at 13, staring at the bathroom mirror, wishing his reflection looked softer, brighter. Himself at 21, holding the embroidered dress for the first time, terrified but unwilling to let go. Each memory overlapped, and through them all, his reflection's hand was always there, reaching. "Alex," she whispered again, kneeling in front of him now, her palm glowing faintly. "You don't have to be afraid. You've always been me. You've just been waiting for permission." Alex's breath shook. "But if I let you in, what happens to me?" Her smile was tender, sad. "You'll finally be whole." Daniel's shout tore through the hall. "Don't listen." He slammed his fist into his reflection's face, but the shadowy double only laughed, its eyes glowing brighter with every strike. "This is a trick, Alex. If you merge, you'll vanish. And I'll be the only one left standing." The mirror's voice boomed again, shaking the hall to its core. "Choose. One must fall." Alex looked at his reflection's outstretched hand. At Daniel, still grappling his twisted doppelganger. At the thousands of mirrors that lined the hall, each showing versions of what could be. Tears blurred his vision. His heart pounded. And then he moved. With trembling fingers, Alex reached for his reflection's hand. The instant their palms touched, light surged outward, blinding, brilliant, unstoppable. His body dissolved into warmth, his bones reshaping, his voice shattering and reforming into something new. He wasn't disappearing. He was becoming. Daniel's scream echoed behind him as the hall erupted into chaos. His shadow doppelganger lunged, not at him, but at Daniel himself, dragging him into the fractured glass. Alex's last glimpse before the light consumed him was Daniel's terrified face, swallowed by his own reflection. And then, silence. When Alex's eyes fluttered open, the world was quiet again, eerily quiet, as though the storm had never happened. He was back in the bedroom, the bronze-framed mirror standing intact in the corner. Its surface was smooth, calm, showing only the faint reflection of lamplight. Emma knelt beside him, her hands pressed tight against his shoulders. "Alex, Alex! Talk to me, are you okay?" He blinked, dazed, his chest rising and falling in shallow gasps. But as his senses returned, he realized something was different. His body felt lighter, smaller. His hair brushed his cheek, soft and heavy. When he spoke, his voice came out higher, trembling but clear. I'm here. Emma's eyes widened. She pulled back slightly, studying him. Oh my God. Alex. He pushed himself up slowly, stumbling to the dresser mirror. The reflection staring back wasn't the boy he had known all his life. It was the girl he had touched in the mirror's hall, her hazel eyes, her softened jaw, her fuller lips. But it wasn't just her. It was him and her together. Whole. Alex reached trembling fingers to his face, to the cascade of hair that spilled past his shoulders. A sob broke from his throat, half joy, half fear. Emma's voice was gentle, shaking. It chose you. It made you real. The bronze mirror pulsed faintly, as if agreeing. But the relief was short-lived. Alex turned sharply. Daniel, where's Daniel? Emma's face darkened. She shook her head. When the light faded, he wasn't here. Just you. Alex's stomach dropped. Images of the hall came rushing back, Daniel's twisted reflection dragging him into the glass, his scream echoing into nothingness. Is he? Alex couldn't finish the sentence. Emma swallowed hard. I don't know. But he's not gone, Alex. Not really. If the journals were right, the mirror doesn't just destroy. It keeps. The pendant at Alex's throat throbbed once, faint but unmistakable. He pressed his palm against it, feeling the connection still alive, still tethered. The mirror shimmered briefly, and for the faintest moment, Alex swore he saw something, Daniel's face, distorted and furious, trapped deep in the glass. His scream was silent, but his eyes burned with hatred. Alex stumbled back, breath caught in his throat. Emma gripped his hand firmly. Then we have to be careful. Because if the mirror kept him, he'll be looking for a way out. Alex's reflection gazed back at him, no longer separate, no longer waiting. But in the glass beside it, just at the edge of vision, another reflection lingered. Watching. Waiting. Daniel. Morning sunlight spilled through the blinds, painting stripes across the floor. Alex sat on the edge of the bed, her hands clasped tightly in her lap. Every movement felt foreign yet strangely natural, the way her hair brushed her neck, the way her legs curled beneath her, the way her voice hummed softly when she whispered, "This is real. This is me." Emma stood at the dresser, arms folded, watching carefully. How does it feel? Alex hesitated, searching for words. Like breathing after holding my breath for years. But also, terrifying. If anyone sees me like this. They won't, Emma cut in quickly. We'll figure it out. Together. Her reassurance steadied Alex for a moment. She lifted her gaze to the bronze mirror in the corner. Its surface glimmered faintly, calm for now. But she couldn't shake the memory of Daniel's eyes, furious and trapped, clawing against the glass. Her chest tightened. He's still in there. I saw him. Emma's jaw tensed. She walked over to the mirror, placing her palm against the frame. If Daniel's inside, we'll deal with it. But we can't let him pull you back in. Alex's pendant pulsed against her chest, faint and uneasy, as though echoing the warning. That night, when the house had gone still, Alex found herself drawn to the mirror again. She wrapped one of Emma's cardigans tight around herself and stood barefoot on the cool floorboards. The glass shimmered faintly in the moonlight. For a heartbeat, her reflection smiled, warm, alive, reassuring. But then the light shifted, and a second reflection appeared just behind her own. Daniel's face. Pale. Twisted. His lips moved soundlessly, but Alex could read them clearly. This isn't over. Her breath caught, and the pendant seared hot against her skin. She stumbled back, clutching it, heart racing. The reflection dissolved, leaving only her own face staring back. But the fear lingered, sharp and undeniable. Emma appeared in the doorway, drawn by the sound. Alex? Alex turned, eyes wide. He's trying to get out. Emma's expression hardened. She stepped fully into the room, her voice firm. Then we keep him in. No matter what it takes. But even as she spoke, Alex swore she saw the faintest shadow ripple across the glass, like fingers pressing from the inside. Stacks of journals lay spread across Emma's desk, their cracked spines bleeding dust with every turn of the page. The lamp buzzed softly, the only light in the room. Alex sat curled in a chair, one arm hugging her knees, the other clutching the pendant as if it might fly away without her. Emma flipped through the latest journal, muttering under her breath. There has to be something, Grandma wouldn't have kept this many notes without a reason. Alex's gaze drifted to the bronze mirror across the room. Its surface was calm, but the faintest shimmer rippled every few minutes, like the glass was breathing. Each time, Alex's stomach twisted. She half expected Daniel's face to press forward again. Finally, Emma froze, her finger pressed to a passage scrawled in hurried ink. Here. Listen. She read aloud. The mirror feeds on conflict. Two chosen cannot coexist without chaos. But there are ways to bind it, to silence its hunger. A tether, once forged, can anchor the reflection to the world of flesh and prevent intrusions from within. The pendant is the key. It must be joined with intent and named by truth. Alex's brow furrowed. Named by truth? What does that even mean? Emma tapped the line again. It sounds like the pendant isn't just decoration. It's a lock. Maybe even a seal. But it only works if you claim who you are, out loud, without hesitation. The thought made Alex's pulse quicken. You mean, if I say my real name? Emma nodded. Not the name the world gave you. The one the mirror showed you. Alex's breath caught. The girl in the mirror. The name whispered in her ear during the transformation, soft, gentle, inevitable. Jasmine. But the word stuck in her throat, tangled in fear. If I say it, then it's real. There's no taking it back. Emma leaned closer, voice firm but kind. Alex, you've already crossed. The only choice now is whether you anchor yourself, or leave the door open for Daniel to crawl back through. The mirror rippled violently at the sound of his name, a faint outline of his face flickering across the glass before vanishing. Alex flinched, clutching the pendant so tightly the chain bit into her skin.